be with you.
and with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Luke.
Glory to you.
While people were listening to Jesus speak, he proceeded to tell a parable because he was near Jerusalem, and they thought that the kingdom of God would appear there immediately. So he said, "A nobleman went up to a distant country to obtain the kingship for himself and then to return. He called 10 of his servants and gave them 10 gold coins and told them, 'Engage in trade with these until I return.' His fellow citizens, however, despised him and sent a delegation after him to announce, 'We do not want this man to be our king.' But when he returned after obtaining the kingship, he had the servants called, to whom he had given the money, to learn what they had gained by trading. The first came forward and said, 'Sir, your gold coin has earned 10 additional ones.' He replied, 'Well done, good servant. You have been faithful in this very small matter. Take charge of 10 cities.' Then the second came and reported, 'Your gold coin, sir, has earned 5 more.' And to the servant, too, he said, 'You take charge of 5 cities.' Then the other servant came and said, 'Sir, here is your gold coin. I kept it stored away in a handkerchief, for I was afraid of you, because you are a demanding man. You take up what you did not lay down, and you harvest what you did not plant.' He said to him, 'With your own words I shall condemn you, you wicked servant. You knew I was a demanding man, taking up what I did not lay down, and harvesting what I did not plant. Why did you not put my money in a bank? Then on my return I would have collected it with interest.' And to those standing by he said, 'Take the gold coin from him and give it to the servant who has 10. But they said to him, 'Sir, he has 10 gold coins.' He replied, 'I tell you, to everyone who has, more will be given. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. Now as for those enemies of mine who did not want me as their king, bring them here and slay them before me.' After he had said this, he proceeded on his journey up to Jerusalem." The Gospel of the Lord.
It's for Jesus Christ.
When we were novices, we were tasked to give a recollection to a group of graduating students. And our group assigned me to give a talk. I initially declined, but my group mates insisted, and so I agreed. It was my first time giving a talk to college students. What I did, I write and organize my ideas. Then, I practiced at the basketball court while imagining that the students are listening to me. I knew that there will be risks when I took the task. I might commit mistakes and that the students might laugh at me. But I accepted it and prepared myself for the recollection. Today, I am glad that I took the challenge. That experience helped me during my regency and in my ministry now as a deacon. That is why when I give recollection, I encourage the students to hold and use the microphone to express themselves. Just like what Jeff Bezos, the founder and CEO of Amazon, once said, "I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that. But I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying." Brothers and sisters, trying and taking risks is better than not trying at all. However, most people are afraid of taking risks. Why? It is because they do not want to be ridiculed or scolded when they commit mistakes. They fear responsibilities and to lead others. For this reason, there are times that it is difficult to ask for volunteers when there is a task at hand. Yet we heard in our first reading the courage of the 7 brothers and their mother who refused the demand of Antiochus to eat the unlawful swine meat. The mother even encouraged her youngest son to take courage. For though their faith will cost their lives, they will gain the mercy of God. Through it, they will regain their lives and be reunited as a family. But the fearful servant in our gospel today did the opposite, for he was afraid of his master. So he kept the money and returned it to his master. It angered the nobleman, ordering the others to take what the servant had, leaving him empty-handed. Brothers and sisters, today we are asked to reflect on the special gifts that God has given to each one of us. Do we use them for the benefit of others, especially those in need? If not, then we need to be reminded that life is not about amassing more and more to gain security. The only way to gain is to let go, to give, and to share. We cannot and should not stand still or just cling to what we have. And in giving, sharing, and letting go, risks will always be there. Yet without taking risks, we will not grow, and we cannot claim that we are faithful followers of Christ. Our saint for today, Saint Elizabeth of Hungary, showed to us what faithful Christian is. In her short life, she manifested great love for the poor and suffering, which led to her removal from the throne as queen. She took the risk and suffered, but later reinstated by her husband's allies. Brothers and sisters, Jesus Christ is honest to us about following him. It is easy to say that we are Christians, but to live it is difficult. Following Christ entails many risks and things that we need to let go, even our lives. The question for all of us today, are you willing to take the risk?